Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey guys and gals, this is recording artist Colt Ford, and you're listening to Grand Slam of Music, Sports, and Entertainment. It's the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Tune into the show on iHeartRadio podcast, on the sportsguyspodcast.com, and at thwn.org.
And welcome inside the Backstage Pass, the Grand Slam of Music, Sports, and Entertainment out there. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and our friends, the sportsguyspodcast.com, of course, thwn.org, and always number one rated out there, iHeartRadio podcast in there. Of course, thanks to all the work the sponsors do. And we got a special treat for you today and a brand new record coming out. I always love the word brand new when it's record. I love the title, Little Out There, and multi-platinum. And, of course, this guy's done it all in the music business. It would take forever to read off his resume. But you know what? We got him here today. Colt Ford of the Backstage Pass. What's up, Colt?
How are you, buddy?
Doing good, man. Just appreciate you taking some time to speak with us a little bit on the record. Well, I tell you what, we'll start right there. We're going to play a couple of tunes here today for everybody on the show for the record. Little Out There, coming out November the 7th, coming out on that Friday too. Let's talk about this project. A lot of cool collaborations with a lot of great artists out there. Jay Webb, of course, Country AF, and Tyler Booth, and you guys had a special song on there. You got to be excited about this brand new record, right?
I am, Brandon, just to be able to have new music out after what the last year and a half has been like for me, and finally getting to have some new music out there. And I love this record. I think it's one of the best things I've done, and it's one of the most diverse things I've done, and I hope people go and dig it.
I'm already digging it, my man. Like I said, it's I got country, kind of bro country feel to it, but you're going to put your own little personal spin on it. And I think a lot of these songs really resonate, especially with me living in Texas, and you got people here that live in the South, and they've done everything pretty much those songs describe out there too, or at least have had some experience with. So these songs do really tell a story, right? Yeah,
man. I mean, they relate to just regular old blue-collar, God, family, friends, America kind of folks. So that's who I am, that's who I talk to, and who most of my fans are. So, yeah, I don't write in the fantasy world much. Normally I was standing there watching it, or I was the one saying, hey, hold my beer, watch this. So most of that stuff, if you from where I'm from, you can certainly relate.
No doubt. You can definitely relate to that, especially being here in Texas, no doubt, too. Hey, give us an update. First of all, I had you in my prayers, as most of the fans did over the last, you mentioned, year. Some health concerns. How are you doing physically, mentally, emotionally? I know it's been a struggle for you. I kept you in my prayers over that time, as long as the fans did, too. I know it's scary when you go in and you do all that stuff, but how are you doing physically, mentally, and emotionally right now?
Ooh, mentally and emotionally might be the hardest part. I mean, the recovery from everything has been a lot. It's been a lot to deal with, and it was just, I didn't, the thing was, I didn't go in to do anything. I walked off stage playing a sold-out show and sat down on my bus and fell over dead, and, died twice. They brought me back twice. I was in a coma for 8 days. I mean, it was quite a lot to just even survive. The doctor told me I was 1% of 1%. I said, well, my mama told me I was special, so, I'm just happy to still be here, and really lucky to still be here, truly.
We're lucky you're here too, man. And like I said, the Lord takes care and he works in mysterious ways. So it's definitely love to, I know it's a health scare out there too. And I tell people always get those routine checkups out there. It's a big thing out there to know if something's wrong, then catch it early, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow in this life here. Hey, tell me a little bit about, of course, the record coming out November 7th. I want to talk about the leadoff song from it, Hell Out of It. Great artist, Michael Ray. How did you guys come to this collaboration?
Me and Michael have been buddies for probably 15, 20 years, good friends. And we had recorded this song actually before the accident, and it certainly meant something to me, but it meant something a little different after I woke up and everything. So having a friend of mine on there with me, like Michael, we've worked together before. So it was a big deal, and it was really special to have somebody after waking up out of a coma and all that, somebody that I'm good friends with, to be a part of it. And the song's just all about whatever you're doing, just living the hell out of it, whatever it is, going hard at it. So that's kind of the only way I know.
I'm with you that too. Take the chances and go for it out there. Time to play one off the new record for Colt Ford here. It's Little Out There, coming out November the 7th. Pre-order now. Get a few tracks out there too. It's Country AF featuring a guy we had here on the show a few weeks back, Jay Webb out there too. It's a brand new record here. It is the Backstage Pass. Stay tuned as we're presented by our friends over at JK Subaru. Your car buying experience is about to change. JKSubaru.com. More with Colt Ford. Stay tuned.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you how it is growing up being country as well. If you're from a little town that's a dot on the map, if you use a buck knife to fillet your bass, if you're pulling up for a tank of gas and it's grain pump only, if you're cut to Copenhagen when the grain is long, if your door's unlocked and your porch light's on, if your definition of a jukebox song is sad and lonely, if your first truck was a tractor, you know Folsom on guitar, sipped on moonshine in a pasture, well, chances are you are. You're country, American freedom, country, Appalachian feeling. From New York City to ATL, where the girls stay pretty and the boys raise hell. Country, that's a fifth of whiskey. Country, that's a Ford 150. Jack to the moon, buddy, you can bet if that's what you do, you're country AF. Woo! Feels good, don't it, Jay? Let's go! Yeah, I'm talking about a backwoods, backwards world where Sue's a boy and Bobby's a girl, where God is good and grits are great and you love that ice from the Sonic. It's a dirt on your work shirt way of life, then a pearl snap smell good Friday night. If you know your buddy from the sound of his pipes and say, if you got apple pie in the kitchen, if you got catfish in the pond, live your life by the words of Crimson, whether it's the Tide or the Book of John. Your country, American freedom, country, Appalachian feeling. From New York City to ATL, where the girls stay pretty and the boys raise hell. Country, that's a fifth of whiskey. Country, that's a Ford 150. Jack to the moon, buddy, you can bet if that's what you do, your country AF. Your country AF. Like hopping the fence in the mud with the wind. Y'all pardon my French, but we're country as your country, American freedom, country, Appalachian feeling. From New York City to ATL, where the girls stay pretty and the boys raise hell. Country, country, Jack to the moon, buddy, you can bet if that's what you do, your country AF. Country AF. I think they get it now, Cole. They better get it. We country AF, baby. How about you?
Hey y'all, this is Chandler Marie, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. You can listen to on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio podcasts and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
Hey guys and gals, this is Megan Lindsay, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and on iHeartRadio podcast. Stream the show anytime on thwn.org and at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey guys and gals, this is the recording artist Nelvin, and you're listening to a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. It's the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Tune into the show on iHeartRadio podcast.
Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
And back here on the show, Colt Ford joining us here. New album, Little Out There, comes out November the 7th. So a special arrangement. In fact, I remember you telling about this. You met Jay, or found him, discovered him on social media, and you guys kind of came together with this collaboration, Country AF. Tell me more about this.
Man, Jay, I just discovered him. I did, looking on social media, and I was like, I like to do that. I always look at younger artists, try to see who's doing what and see what's out there. And I just saw Jay, and I just liked his vibe. I like that Buried Me in Bourbon song. So I just sent him a message, told him I was a fan, and he was like, oh, wow, that's cool. Obviously, where he's from, small town Alabama, an old boy like me is kind of a big deal there. So he was like, man, I'm a huge fan. Been listening to you since I was a kid. And I'm like, you're still a kid to me. But I reached out to him, had this song. It feels like a Jerry Reed kind of song, has that kind of vibe. And I'm a huge Jerry Reed fan. It just made sense for Jay. And plus the second verse in there says something about a line with Crimson. With the Book of John or the Tide. I can't say Tide. I'm from Georgia. I can't say Roll Tide. So I had to get Jay to do that.
Hey, tell me a little bit about Big Bucks off of there, too. I loved it. Craig Campbell's very synonymous country music for a long time, put out some of the best hits out there, too. Love his music. How did this arrangement come together with Big Bucks?
I really, I've had that song for quite a while, and I started to cut it a record before, and then I didn't cut it, and then I thought somebody else was going to do it, and I just, I got back to it, and we changed the production a little bit. It was much slower, and Dylan, my producer, kind of changed the production on it, and then I got Craig on there, and that's a, Texas boy, a Southern boy that loves deer hunting and pretty girls. That's about as good as it gets. A little money, dough in the bank, and a buck on the wall. That's about all you need.
Well, I tell you what, time to play another one off the record. It's Colt Ford. It's Can't Hide Country. Here it is on the Backstage Pass podcast, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and of course out there, iHeartRadio Podcast and THWN.org.
Got a buddy, a down home side. He's splitting from the sticks for some big city lights to make the good money. Walk the concrete, don't burn a page, turn a leaf. Take his hillbilly habits, put them on a shelf. Widen his mind to culture himself. I said go ahead, get where you're gonna get, but when you get gone, don't forget. You can clean the mud off your truck, make it seem like you ain't skinned a bug, and buy a white collar, put it on, probably cover up your redneck, but boy, you still got it. You can keep the South in your mouth, but when you get to drinking, it's gonna fly out. It's always gonna find you, y'all. It's kind of funny when you come where you're from. You can run, but you can't hide country. No, you can't hide country.
Yeah, still gonna shoot beam, sip PBR, still gonna sing Hank when they play it in the bar, still gonna have a wintergreen denim jean ring in the spit cup, cause it's in your blood. You can clean the mud off your truck, make it seem like you ain't skinned a bug, buy a white collar, put it on, probably cover up your redneck, but boy, you still got it. You can keep the South always gonna find you. Y'all, it's kinda funny when you come where you're from. You can run, but you can't hide country. And why would you? Makes all the girls love you, makes them all say, could you?
Slide a little closer, say something southern in my ear. Yeah, they're down with that, ain't from around here. Yes, they are. Make it seem like you ain't skinned a bug and buy a white collar. Put it on, probably cover up your redneck, but boy, you still got it. You can keep the South in your mouth, but when you get to drinking, it's gonna fly out. It's always gonna find you, y'all. It's kind of funny when you come where you're from. You can run, but you can't hide country. No, you can't hide country.
You can't hide country.
No, you can't hide country.
Can't hide country.
Hey y'all, this is Ashlyn Kraft, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also listen on iHeartRadio Podcasts and at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
Hey y'all, this is Paul and Hannah McClure of Bethel Music.
Yeah, and you're listening to the Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org and anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts.
And back here with Colt Ford on the show here too. Little Out There is coming out November the 7th, the brand new record from Colt Out There. Tell us all about Can't Hide Country and this arrangement with Tyler Booth.
I've been a big fan of Tyler since I met him. He was just starting out on the Brantley when Brantley was doing his cruise, kicking in the sticks. We were out there, and Tyler, and I was like, man, who is this kid? I mean, his voice just really country and just a nice kid. And I reached out. I've known Tyler for a good little while, and I was like, man, I sent him a couple songs, and I said, what do you want to do? We got to do something. And it made sense now, especially for me doing a lot more singing stuff. That song just kind of fit me and him very much, like he kind of feels like that, like they tried to take me to the city and put the collared shirt on me. I'm really just an old country boy from Kentucky.
Hey, I want to get your status on the health cult of the industry right now. So many talented males, females doing their thing out there. Really that female category, Lainey kind of being the queen bee, and of course everybody out there following her, Priscilla Block and Ella Langley. You mentioned about discovering, Jay and new talent and following that. I mean, the health of the industry is probably as strong as it's been since 90s country, right?
There's more music out there now than ever, I think, and obviously because of social media and the platforms now, you can become a star sitting in your mama's basement. I mean, it's amazing. So it's crazy. And the females, good Lord, Lainey Wilson, Ella Langley. I'm such a huge Ella Langley fan. Megan Maroney and Priscilla. How about her transformation? I mean, Lord, she looks amazing. So it's an exciting time out there in the music world. It's nice to see.
Hey, when you're not doing music and out there and hitting the stage and playing live shows, what are some of your favorite things, the hobbies to kind of do? Is it hunting and fishing?
Well, it was more hunting before. I met more hunting than I can't move her. Like we just had an elk hunt out there. I'm like, I just physically can't do that anymore. I can't. But duck hunting, yeah, that's coming up. So I will be getting after that pretty soon. And other than that, honestly, my wife and I spent a lot of times with our dogs, our Belgian Malinois, trying to work those crazy things. So that's about it. I hadn't played golf since the accident. I've had some issues where I'm not sure if I can or not, but we're still here. We're still rocking. We got new music. I'm still a little out there, baby.
You're a lot out there, no doubt about it. Hey, tell me about that. Former pro golfer, turned country musician. A lot of things integrate themselves between music and sports out there, the tough mentality, knowing what it's like to be an athlete. the grind of being a musician full-time, making music and touring and doing things like that. I love it here because it's such a great crossover. Tell us about that, because that mindset of an athlete kind of completes you as an artist, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, and it's very similar. Golf and music. I mean, when I'm on stage up there, if I mess up the words, ain't nobody can save you. I mean, and I do it a lot. Well, not a lot, but every now and then. And same in golf. When Scotty Scheffler's out there, if he hits a bad shot, everybody can see. Nobody can. You don't get no do-overs, no mulligans, or nothing. So, the biggest difference in golf and music, I always tell people, I'm like, in music, I know what I'm getting paid before I start. Golf, I don't know till I'm finished, and that's a pretty handy piece of advice to have. Nice information to know before you go start spending money.
Hey, tell us about the arrangement with Creed Fisher. Love this one too. Creed's been knocking on the doors for a long time. One called Dirty, and then one you had Caden McGuire come on with this one called Farm Boy. Love those two songs.
Again, Creed's on my record label. I've been a fan of Creed for a while. He gets it. He's Texas boy, and that song is just kind of just what it says. Ladies love a man with some tough on them. That's kind of what it is. Me and him are just both kind of good old boys. We can fix it. We can do whatever we need to do to make it happen. And so it made sense with us to do that song. And the Caden McGuire, again, another kid I met online and just became friends with him. And he's a good kid. And he's wanting to get into the music and stuff. And I said, man, I got a song that might be cool for us. And so, yeah, we did that too. So, the opportunity to give a young artist a chance to be a part of my fan base that has been so good for 20 years is a neat thing to be able to do.
Love the last arrangement on there with Shades, and of course Yellow Wolf on there. I know Brian Martin was on there with you too. Talk about this one for me.
That one is a little out there. People have wanted me and Yellow to work together for a while. Of course, Brian Martin and I are friends. We worked on lots of things, and just have to find the right song. And Yellow's he's not a guy that's just going to do the record because you're friends. He's just not like that. And so we talked for several years about trying to find one. And then all of a sudden it's like, I think I might have one. I sent it to him. He was in New Zealand. And I just sent him a song, and I woke up to he had already voice recorded his verse. He was like, sent it right back to me. And it's just real cool. It's a cool record. It's me doing the best of me doing more of the hip hop thing, and him doing, he's a genius lyrically. So it's a good representation of both of us. And Brian on there just makes it real cool. It's a very outlaw it's a banger. It really is.
It's out there, no doubt, too. So what's so creative about music? You mentioned about the opportunities and then putting things out there and it going viral and do it in your mom's basement, things like that, too. And just being creative with it. And I think there's something for everybody out there, and that's what makes it special right now. A lot of diversity in the industry, too, because there's lyrics and crossovers. I love these collaborations going on with music right now, too, that you mentioned, not just with your record, but all across the board, right?
I think it's great. And I was kind of the first to really, their collaborations have been around, but I was the first to all of a sudden they're like, wait, you got 7 collaborations on the record? I started doing that because at first I was so scared to sing, I wouldn't do it. So that's the way it started. And now it's everywhere, and the fans love it. It's so funny. I was 10 years ahead of the curve, truthfully. Because now it's okay. When I was doing it, they looked at me like I had, 6 heads and something. I'd walk into some radio stations, they're like, you're a rapper. I'm like, no, I'm country as tall grass. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you think that I ain't country or my fans ain't country, we from way different kinds of countries, all I can tell you.
That's your country enough, I can tell you this, and it's in your own way, and I love the variety. Hey, we'll finish with this one. If you were not a working musician, you mentioned the golf thing, but was there another career path out there beside pro golfer, or was it pro golfer all the way?
Since I was probably 10, there's not a friend of mine that wouldn't tell you that I said I was going to play professional golf and make music. And I've been really blessed to be able to do both of those things and somehow make a living at it. So there's easier paths, but I just do whatever. I've dug a ditch too. If I had to go back to doing that, you do what you got to do to make it work when you're a country boy.
Exactly. Put food on the table for your family too as well. Of course, a busy man. We appreciate him spending some time with us here on the Backstage Pass. The new record is Little out there across all the DSPs. Pre-order now and get those songs we talked about there on the pre-order for those select songs. And full record, Little Out There, comes out November the 7th. Give him a follow across all social media. Colt, we appreciate the time here on the Backstage Pass. And, man, would love to have you come back when you get some more time and break down this record even further. We appreciate it.
We'll take it a step further next time. I appreciate you having me as always, brother. Good to talk to you.
Always good to talk to you. One of the best in the industry, Colt Ford, out there, too, across the Backstage Pass, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and the sportsguyspodcast.com, and, of course, out there, thwn.org and iHeartRadio Podcast, now a top search radio podcast out there on the Backstage Pass. We'll see you next time. God bless. Take care. We will see you soon.
Hey, y'all, this is country recording artist Jay Webb, and you're listening to the best in music and sports with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio Podcast and at the sportsguyspodcast.com. You can also listen at thwn.org.